I'll try to make this as succinct as possible. I was able to get 14 bows worth of hickory at Menards. And I have to say, Menards isn't so much of a lumber yard, really. I mean, they've got building materials and stuff, but it's like a millwork. So the type of wood they sell, which is odd, it's different than, if you go to Home Depot. This hickory has been surfaced on all four sides, and it's wrapped in plastic. Definite dimensions, unlike Home Depot. If you go to Home Depot, they will have, let's talk red oak here, not hickory, because Menards has hickory, and some Menards have cherry, which is nice. You go to Home Depot, they'll have the 1x2s, 3/4 boards, But I'm going to call them 1x2s, 1x4s, 1x6s, 1x8s, 1x10s, and 1x12s. But they don't have consistent lengths, because Home Depot allows you to take this board. I've got this 1x12 red oak that's 13.5 feet long. Now I want 4.5 feet out of it. So they'll cut it, give you the 4.5 feet, put the remainder on the stack. You pay for 3.5 feet. They measure it. Whereas Menards is like plastic wrap, surface on four sides, which makes it more expensive. It's a whole different outfit. Plus the hickory, knotty rustic grade, right? But I did find 3 good 8-foot 1x4s. Each one has 4 horse bows in it. Beauty of 48-inch bows. And one 1x4 by 6 foot, which I will get 4 really clean feet out of that for 2 bows. So I've got 14 bows, hickory bows worth of wood here. So I'm styling. But it was kind of a culture shock going from Home Depot, which is completely different to this. Their red oak, I didn't even want to monkey with it. I'm comfortable at Home Depot. The one Lowe's I went to had really crappy, knotty wood. They didn't have any straight grained red oak. Home Depot in Petoskey, where I normally shop, has better wood than the Lowe's in Petoskey. But, it's just a whole different deal. I feel more comfortable in the Home Depot, where I just pick through all the piles. This is the 1x6s. They're all different lengths. You pick what you want. They cut if you don't want to buy a whole 12-foot board or whatever. But Menards, getting back to the strangeness, 1/2 inch surfaced on all four sides. 1/2 inch, and weird things and stuff for door jambs and red oak and mahogany and all this stuff. It's very specific. It was a little more technical than I'm used to. My favorite hardwood shop was Harbor Hardwoods in Harbor Springs, because Rogers City does not have the level of expensive housing that Harbor Springs does, right? And so, first of all, you don't have construction companies with shops. If I was in Harbor Springs, if I was able to afford a house there, I would have loved to live between Petoskey and Cross Village, but it's just unaffordable. I would have been a shop carpenter probably. Because all these big construction companies, they deal with mansions and stuff like that. So they've got wood shops. They've got people like I did in the off-season times of the year, certain years. I worked in the shop doing all the fine carpentry. Here, a little lower, as far as money-wise, they don't have shops. But getting back to it, Harbor Hardwoods, oh my gosh. Every wood imaginable, plus Timmy Ward can order the wood in. The issue is, though, he generally doesn't have 3/4 or 1-inch boards. They're usually 2 inches, which makes it nice because I can make a bow with a thick, narrow handle and I don't need the little riser on it, but there's an incredible amount of waste that goes in there. The best thing to do, if I wanted to, say, make that jump, not having my day job, but just doing bows, I would have to locate a sawmill. A reputable, good sawmill that does custom work, like the shop in Harbor Springs that, name dropping here again, made pool cues, maple, right, hard maple, and so they had their mill, the sawmill, would custom cut all the pool cue blanks in good grain and stuff, so they're not sorting through every other one and throwing it away because there's knots and bad grain. You get custom made wood. The issue is I would have to outlay a couple $1,000 minimum, probably maybe more, in order to get a load of custom cut wood, which would be wonderful. I would be unlimited in the number of bows I could make, and also I wouldn't have to sort through it. It would all be to my specifications as far as the angle of the cut or plane sawn or whatever. But yeah, the third thing might be they could mill it and I could air dry it. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I actually have air dried lumber to make bows. Although I've only once had an issue with kiln dried wood, and it was hickory, and it was because the trees were sick. There was some kind of mold or something that infected the wood that just made it crap. I bought a trailer load of hickory and not a single piece was any good. You know, you make a paddle bow. One of my paddle bows, 66 inches, 2.5 inches wide at the widest, 55 pounds. Hickory, this bad hickory, snap. It shouldn't do that. With good hickory, with my paddle bows, I was making 75 and 80 pounders unbacked. Well, anyway, that's all. Talked long enough. Look forward to seeing some hickory bows and in my second horse bow design. It's right there, the template. Complete. Beautiful. I'm going to make a prototype tomorrow and see how it works. That's what I'm going to do.